All right, so these are some very dramatic images that are coming in from the Shahran oil field from inside of Iran. And what is interesting is that it is the Israelis who are putting out these images. The Iranians, in an earlier statement, had said that the Shahran oil field had been hit. Now, for a moment, pause and imagine what this is going to do to the price of oil. And the fact that 20% of the global oil supplies flow through that narrow stretch of water of the Persian Gulf, and the Iranians effectively control access to that. If the Israelis continue striking at these oil fields of the Iranians, Iran will turn around and say that there is more that the Iranians can actually do in terms of drying off the supplies of oil, which will make the price of oil go through the roof. Imagine for a moment the impact this is likely to have on the price of crude oil, because at this moment the price of crude oil, despite the fact that the Israelis have been continuously and relentlessly bombing the Gaza Strip, the Arab friends of the United States of America had always ensured that the price of oil would not go up. But the Iranians have it in them to in fact make the price of oil go up substantially. The price of crude, one expects, will jump up dramatically in the next 24 to 48 hours.
מה זה?
זה פגיעות למטה.
These, as they say, are unprecedented times. Never in the last 7 decades since Israel was brought into existence have we witnessed scenes such as this of ballistic missiles flying over the Israeli airspace. And we were talking a little about what the price of oil would in fact be, because in just the last 24 hours, the price of crude has gone up by 7%. And the aftermath of these attacks that the Israelis have carried out first on the oil and gas refining facilities in Iran and the Iranians striking back at Haifa, you can expect the price of oil to jump up much more substantially. In a span of 24 hours, the price of Brent crude futures has gone up by about $4.87. That's 7.02%, to settle at $74.23 per barrel. This is what Brent crude is. And if these hostilities continue, one must not be surprised if the price of Brent crude were to go well over $100 mark, or maybe $150 mark. And that would plummet the world's economy and push it into a pretty dark space. We need to wait and watch out for, because this is not going to be a war whose impact will be limited on Iran or the state of Israel or the region at large. This is a war that will have global ramifications. And one can, of course, expect that the Chinese will have something to say about this. The Russians, who have a lot of interest in Iran, will obviously also have something to say about this. But for now, though, the Israelis are going full steam ahead with their Operation Rising Lion. And the Israeli Prime Minister has made it abundantly clear that what he wants to do is to bring about a regime change. These are some dramatic scenes from the Shahran oil field from inside of Iran. And it is the Israelis who are sharing these images of the attack that they have staged inside the Iranian oil field.
Very